All right, guys, welcome back. In this week's series of the week, we are going over the Rangers-Yankees series that's happening on August 4th through the 6th. Yankees are in a pretty good position. Meanwhile, the Rangers are kind of chasing. But nonetheless, going to be a great series, great two teams in this AL league. So I'm just going to start it off by just kind of where they are at in the standings right now. We are filming this a few days early. But as of now, the Yankees are 3.5 games behind in the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, the Rangers are 5 games behind the Astros. And in the wild card race, we have the Yankees 3 games ahead. And then the Rangers are at a split 0 games behind in the wild card. So, on the other hand, Yankees are 7-3 in their last 10. Rangers are 7-3 in their last 10. Yankees are only 5-5. Ethan, what do you got to take away from that?
Obviously, coming into this matchup, like Houston said, the Rangers are much hotter than the Yankees. The Yankees have struggled a little bit, but they're coming back with the 3 games in a row. This should be a really good matchup. I do think the Rangers need this series more than the Yankees, obviously, as they are 3 games behind the Yankees in the wild card. I don't know if it's necessarily do or die. Obviously, we still got a bit of ball left to play, but I definitely think this would be a big series win if the Rangers can get this one.
I think this matchup that we have on our hands early August is something we could see down the road in October. It won't be exactly how it could end up in October. We've got Judge coming off the 10-day IR list. He's projected to come back the second game of the series. So it'll be interesting to see how the Yankees do in the first game against the Rangers without their star, Aaron Judge. I think they'll be able to handle it, but I think the first game, and we'll get on into this later, I think the first game should go easily to the Rangers.
Yeah, I wanted to talk on that. Since the break, Yankees are, I believe, 4-7 since the All-Star break. Not good considering you are already behind, or at the time they weren't behind, but now they are behind to the Blue Jays. Although I will give them a little bit of credit. They faced the Braves, the Blue Jays, the Phillies, and the Braves.
I already said that.
And the Rays, coming out of the All-Star break. So four matchups that aren't easy. Definitely not a cakewalk of all cakewalks. Braves and Rays are kind of but definitely a team that can give the Yankees a run for their money. So although they have started this second half of the season rough, this is also a series that you can win and turn around your fate for October, like Alexander said. Although we do still have half the season left, clock's ticking, and every game from here on out is just getting you closer and closer to October. So I wouldn't say this is do or die, but it is definitely something that they need to accomplish to get one step closer to October. Something I wanted to point out is just what do you guys think about the Rangers so far? They've done pretty good this season. They're 5 games above 500 as we sit today. Could this be another step to maybe prove themselves, or have they already proved themselves and this is just another win to their resume and another confidence booster for this clubhouse?
I don't think they need to. I think they've proven themselves already. I think it's just another win to their resume. If you look back at their schedule in July, they've beat really solid teams, top of baseball teams. They beat the Astros. They swept the Tigers. They didn't sweep the Tigers, but they beat the Tigers 2-1 in their series. And then they've taken care of teams that they should, like the A's, and they've beat the Braves, which are good. But they take care of the teams they need to, and they beat the teams that are up there in the top 5 of Major League Baseball. So I think any win from here on out is just an add to the resume. And like they pointed out earlier, they need as much wins as possible because they're chasing. But I don't think they're in desperate needs of huge wins against teams like the Yankees.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same thing. I mean, they're down 3-0 to the Yankees in the regular season, so this would be huge. I mean, if they could potentially sweep, it'd be huge for them. I mean, 5 games above 500 right after the All-Star break is pretty dang good. Nothing crazy, but it'll put you in yourself. If you can continue to get a little bit better going into the postseason, you'll put yourself in a great spot for contention and maybe do what they did back in 23.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget, this is pretty much close to or is the same team that won this World Series in 23. I think that includes the addition of Jacob deGrom, which can only hurt which can only help your team, can't hurt. So I don't think they have anything to prove. Only sitting 5 games behind one of the best teams in the AL is pretty not outstanding, but it's definitely something that you're not ashamed of, being a Rangers fan or a Rangers player in that clubhouse. And I just, like you guys have said, this is just going to be another win to their resume personally. They're doing great. They're trending in the right direction, although they are 5-5 they're 7-3 in their last 10. So it's pretty good baseball. You keep that streak up, you're going to find your way safely into October, and you're going to find your way into some good home field advantage as well.
I think one of the things the Rangers need to work on is playing on the road. They're 57-52, but they're 34-20 at home. So that means they've had
they're 9 games below 500 away.
Yeah, so that's not really what you want to see for a team that's going to potentially be in the hunt in the postseason, because that really just puts a lot of pressure on your home game stints. And
Yeah, so just lastly, what do we think about the series? Kind of your predictions, and let's just go overall series. What do you guys got for this part of the series?
I think the Rangers win 2-1. I think.
Do you think part of it's because of Aaron Judge being out that first game?
I was gonna go there. I think Judge being out the first game, and the Rangers are pitching one of their aces, Nathan Eovaldi. I don't see the Yankees winning the first game, and I think Aaron Judge will still be shaky the next 2, if not one of them. And I think the Rangers will come out of that series getting the win.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you're going to see at least the Rangers win, potentially a sweep. Just the loss of Aaron Judge is just hard to come back from, and I think that's part of the reason why they're 500 right now since he left. I mean, the kid's on track, I think, for the Triple Crown, so it's very hard to replace him. On top of that, like Alexander said, they're pitching their ace, one of their aces. And I also would like to point out that Jack Leiter is pitching in the 3rd game of the series. Could be a potential breakout game for the lad. I mean, if you pitch well against the Yankees, it's no easy feat. And then on top of that, Aaron Judge is expected to come in after the first game, but that's like best case scenario. So, I would argue that the Rangers could sweep here.
Yeah, I mean, in case you guys didn't know, Aaron Judge is leading this team in pretty much every batting statistic. I mean, you go on to the game and you've got Aaron Judge leading the league in team in home runs, batting average, and runs batted in. Compared to the Rangers, who have Corey Seager leading in home runs, they've got Adolis Garcia leading in runs batting in, and they got another in batting average. So, as far as the Rangers are concerned, they don't have one guy that is the star of the show. Obviously, Corey Seager and Garcia are probably the home run hitters on that ballpark or in that clubhouse. Meanwhile, Aaron Judge has pretty much done it all for a good amount of time in that Yankees clubhouse, and I'm sure they're feeling their presence, and we can feel that too. So I'm definitely gonna have to pick the Rangers. I think they're gonna sweep. It is in Texas. Excuse me. Globe Life Field is going to be packed. Who wouldn't want to go to that game if you're a Rangers fan? So I think that the Rangers get out of here with 3 wins, and they get to 60, or they get 3 more wins and get that much closer to the Astros.
I think with Aaron Judge out in the lineup right now, I think this is a perfect time for guys like Jazz Chisholm, Giancarlo Stanton, and Anthony Volpe to step up and really show their skills that they can do without Aaron Judge, and give the Yankees fans, the players, and the owners some reassurance going into the postseason that this isn't just a one-man team.
I agree. I don't think it is a one-man team, but I'm just saying statistically it is a one-man team. But at the same time, I know they've got the stars like Jazz, Volpe. They've got the guys there, but at the same time, it doesn't help when you have one of the best players of all time, if not the best player in this generation at the plate. So that is all we have, guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for blowing up that last week's series of the week. Hopefully you guys can do the same for this week. Make sure you comment down below who you guys want for next week. And that is all we have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.